to the channel, guys. It's your boy T-Man Rip and Turn 1 Gaming, and today we got another episode of the Roach series. Finally was able to make it out to locals. Shout out to Tubby's TCG, and we actually got paired up against Jose, another member of the T1G squad, and we're actually going to be going first. We did a low roll versus doing a high roll. Trying to change things up. Gonna start things off with this reinforcement of the army. Gonna be getting ourselves a copy of Ancient Cloak to our hand because we do already have the Torn Scale, and we will actually want to see if our opponent has any hand traps for us. So we're gonna normal summon this Torn Scale using the effect to discard the Ancient Cloak, and no response from our opponent, which is unfortunate because now I feel like we have this dead triple tactics talent in our hand. So we're gonna Foolish Burial this copy of Gloves to the graveyard, then activate the effect of Ancient Cloak to search us a copy of Silent Boots from the deck to the hand. And where is that card? There he is. Silent Boots to the hand, and then special summon the boots, and as well as special summon this Wielder. And Jose showing us the droll that he does not play in his deck. It's in his binder. But we're gonna take these two level 3s, and you know what 3 + 3 means, right? It means Cherubini. So there he is, the boy. And we're gonna activate the effect, which Foolish Burials for cost. This card is amazing. Broken card. We're gonna be sending any level 3 monster from the deck to our graveyard. We're gonna be sending Graft and using the effect of Graft to summon another Burning Abyss monster from our deck, which will be Seer. And Cherubini does protect the Seer from being destroyed by his own effect because he is being pointed at via Cherubini's link arrow. So as of right now, we got Cherubini, Seer, and Wielder. Shout out to Jose for giving us that piece of gum. That breath was kicking probably. And we're gonna use all 3 of these monsters and go into a very early Appaloosa here for 3 materials, just in case he's got Nibiru. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any hand traps at this point. We're gonna use the effect of Seer to revive back this copy of Cherubini from the graveyard, and now we're gonna activate Boots to search the Phantom Knight's card from our deck to our hand, which does include the Phantom Knight's Shade Brigandine, right? And we can search it with this, and then that allows us to trigger the effect of Torn Scale in the graveyard. Since the Phantom Knight card was banished while he was in the graveyard, he's going to special summon himself, and we did use the effect already, so this is kind of just give us a body. We're going to set this Brigandine, activate it because we do not have any traps in our graveyard. We can activate it the turn it's set, and giving us 2 warriors on the field. We're going to banish this copy of Torn Scale via his effect, and then link away this Brigandine to make an Isolde. They are both warriors. Activating the effect of Isolde, probably just going to grab ourselves a second copy of Torn Scale here. Yep. And we're going to use the second effect of Isolde, sending the mikanko water to the graveyard to summon a level 1 warrior from the deck, and that is going to be Renaud. Renaud effect, targeting the mikanko water in the graveyard, adding it to our hand. Now we're going to activate the water, targeting our Renaud, and just quick check of the graveyard really quick. We're going to activate the effect of mikanko water to special summon a mikanko monster from the graveyard. From the deck, and then it's going to equip itself to the new monster we summon, and the monster that was equipped to it previously will be returned to the hand. All right. So thinking about our plays here, I was thinking of going for Fire mikanko, but since we already have Appaloosa set up, we're just going to go for the yellow one here. And the yellow one, when it becomes equipped with an equip card, is going to give us the effect to activate here and search for the mikanko Promise. And as well as when this card is on the field and is equipped, none of our mikanko cards can be targeted by card effects while it is on the field. But we're not going to have this card on the field for very long. I'm thinking about what I can do here. We can go Griffin line, but we're going to summon this tracker because the mikanko is a level 3. We're already able to summon it. This equip spell will fall off. Activate the effect of Levier here, which we summoned. And just to kind of get us our resources back, look like we might be going for boots here, but I do believe we end up going for an Ancient Cloak instead. Just thinking about it, yeah, just Ancient Cloak is just more flexible in the graveyard for us. Gives us more things to be able to search, monster wise. But Cherubini and Cloak, that is Dark Monsters. We're going to make this Bardiche here and activate the effect of Bardiche to Foolish Burial, another copy of Boots. Yep, another copy of Boots, and then we're gonna set a Fogblade. Fogblade, yeah. No, actually, we end up setting the wings here because unfortunately for Jose, I do know that he plays Runic Sky Striker, and I just don't want to lose to the destruction cards, right? Not the destruction card, the flashing fire on our Appaloosa. So I'm gonna grab the wings here just for added protection, and then of course it is a reborn in the graveyard if you need it. Then we have Mikanko Promise, which will summon the water Mikanko from the deck. When it becomes equipped with an equip spell, it becomes a snatch steal. We're gonna set this card of Promise, and we're gonna set this talent and pass our turn to Jose. He's gonna draw for turn. Thinking about his play, we're gonna put a dice next to that Appaloosa, indicating that it does have 2400 attack. I believe that's 2400 attack, giving us a total of 3 negates if we can utilize the card. Right. Like Jose is just thinking about his plays here, and yeah, our setup is pretty good. We could have ended with Griffin instead of this Bardishir, but we kind of just went with the follow-up versus just kind of going all in. Right. So our opponent is gonna start. Looks like he's thinking about what he wants to do quite a bit here, but looks like we're gonna activate Runic Destruction, targeting the card closest to our extra deck, which is Mikanko Promise. We're gonna chain Mikanko Promise to summon the Mikanko from the deck, and then equip it with an equip card from the graveyard. And looks like he might have a response for us here. And it looks like we're gonna be activating, Runic Flashing Fire, targeting the Appaloosa here. Which, lucky for us, we made the call here to set the wings. We're going to activate the wings, targeting the Appaloosa, which will allow the Appaloosa to gain 500 attack, and the next time it would be destroyed by battle or card effects, it is not destroyed. So resolving backwards, wings will boost and protect the Appaloosa. The flashing fire essentially does nothing. We're not gonna, since it didn't destroy, we're not going to banish. And then we're going to resolve this Mikanko Promise that we activated as Chain Link 2, summoning the Nini here, and then equipping it with Mikanko Water from the deck, from the graveyard, sorry. And then Destruction will resolve here, destroying our Mikanko Promise, and then we are actually gonna banish 4 cards off the top of our deck. Hopefully not hitting anything too crazy. Looks like a Super Poly, a Droll. I didn't see that last card, but the last one I did see there was Boots, and then yep, 2 Boots. It looks like it was a Kagemusha Knight that was banished as well. Right, so we have the Nini now, so we do have a Snatch Steal on our side of the field, as well as our Appaloosa is still live. He's gonna go ahead and activate Runic Slumber here, summoning the Hugin. And then activating the effect of Hugin, he's thinking on the discard here. I believe, I don't remember what he discarded here, but looks like, oh, that's right, he discarded Widow Anchor. I chained Appaloosa, and then, because I assume he probably had a second Widow Anchor, and then he just kind of scooped because he completely forgot that the Appaloosa was there, and he discarded the Widow Anchor as a response, clearly realizing his mistake, and we're just going to go to game 2. Right, here we go, game 2. I believe Jose decides to go first, and we're going to draw Renaud, Yellow Mikanko, Moonlit Chill, Silent Boots, and Reinforcement of the Army. Not the strongest starting hand, but we do have an interaction. He's gonna activate, I believe that's Flashing Fire to summon the Hugin. Oh no, it's Freezing Curses, sorry. And he's gonna discard a card. We're gonna chain Moonlit Chill, targeting the Hugin, and then I believe he does have a response for us here. Yep, he's gonna chain Linkage, getting rid of this Hugin and summoning a Shizuku. And now he's locked into Striker monsters from the extra deck. Resolving backwards, Moonlit Chill will not have will resolve without effect because the monster is no longer on the field. So that Hugin will resolve, searching a Runic Fountain. You're going to set a card, and then he's going to activate Runic Fountain and proceed to end phase, I believe. Gonna activate the effect of Shizuku to search any Sky Striker card that is not in the graveyard. And yes, Jose, Linkage is in the graveyard, so we're actually going to search Engage. I mean, it's not like we were going to search any other card, right? Engage is the card that they search every time in the end phase now. We're gonna draw for turn, drawing an emergency teleport. Okay. And just thinking about our plays, what we can do. And I mean, we're probably obviously gonna start off with this Rhoda here. Yeah, because we need a starter. We don't actually have one at the moment. So we're gonna activate reinforcement of the army. And thank goodness he probably didn't have Ash Blossom, because Jose is that type of guy that will Ash a reinforcement of the army if he gets the chance. And in this situation, that would have completely shut me down in our plays. Right, so searching the Torrent Scale, and then we're gonna normal summon the Torrent Scale. And I believe he asked me if it does anything on summon. I told him it does not. The effects are trigger effects. And looks like he's gonna chain Runic Freezing Curses preemptively here. And then activate the effect of Fountain. We're gonna banish 3 off the top, of course. Then activate Runic Fountain, targeting 2 cards in the graveyard, setting to the bottom, and then drawing 2. Which is, I mean, it is what it is. We have the boots here to continue our plays. I'm gonna summon the boots because we do control a Phantom Knight monster. And then, you know what 3 plus 3 equals, right? Equals Cherubini. That's exactly what that does, right? And we have E-Telly, so in case he has any type of pop effect, we can just chain the E-Telly to protect Cherubini here and protect our Cherubini. So we're gonna activate the effect of Cherubini, and just like before, we're gonna be sending a copy of Burning Abyss Graph. You already know. And then effect of Graph, gonna summon. Oh, looks like he's gonna Ash. Oh, he did have that. He did have the Ash for the Rhoda. What the heck? Oh man, I completely forgot about that. But anyways, we have enough to keep going. We're gonna activate the effect of Boots here to search, and looks like just like before, just like last time, we're gonna be searching this copy of Shade Brigadine because we like to have warrior access. And of course, just like before, this is gonna trigger the effect of Torrent Scale, but not like before. We didn't even get the chance to use the effect of Torrent Scale, so we're probably gonna activate this effect now here. And thinking about it. No, yeah, we definitely do activate the effect. I believe we end up discarding the mikanko monster here. We do have a way to revive it if we can get it. And then he has a response. He's going to chain Widow Anchor to negate the Torrent Scale, which probably would have helped a lot more if he would have just used the Widow Anchor when he had the runic spells in the graveyard to take the monster. But we're going to activate this emergency teleport, summoning a psychic wielder from our deck, and then we're going to overlay. Do want to keep all my resources right here, and I'm pretty sure he ran out of things to do, or you know what, he might have drawn that Ash Blossom off of that runic fountain, which probably is the case. I'm almost 100% sure if he had that Ash when we activated Rhoda, he would have done it. But anyways, we're gonna summon back this Silent Boots, and then summon this Brigadine, and then summon, of course, use those 2 monsters to summon Isolde. Isolde is gonna search as a Kagemusha Knight, kind of just for follow up in case we need it. Maybe just discard that. Then the second effect, we actually do play 3 different equip spells in our deck, sending Fire Dance, Water, and I don't remember the last one, but it's a yellow one, so we just call it mikanko Yellow, I guess. And we're gonna summon a level 3 monster. I'm sorry, a level 3 warrior from the deck. Now, all the Phantom Knight monsters are level 3 warriors, but we're gonna summon the Fire mikanko here because we have Renaud in our hand, so we'll be able to special summon him because we control the Fire Warrior, and then activate the effect targeting the mikanko Water, adding it to our hand, and then activating the mikanko Water, and I believe we target the Fire mikanko here. Not the Livier. Yep, the Fire mikanko, and then this monster will trigger since it became equipped. We're gonna search another equip spell, kind of just digging out all the cards from our deck, and then effect to summon, and then attach. And if I remember correctly, we only have 1 target left in the grave, in the deck, which would be Nini, the Water mikanko, because the yellow one is actually in our graveyard. We discarded that off of the effect of Torrent Scale earlier this turn. So yeah, just confirming that that is the card that we have in the graveyard. Yep, so our only target is Nini. Bouncing back this Fire mikanko, and then this will be attached to the Nini now. So with that snatch steal is live on our opponent's turn only. Then we're gonna activate the effect of yellow equipped to summon the yellow mikanko. Yellow on yellow. The effect of the mikanko is gonna search us the mikanko promise because it became equipped with an equipped spell. And yeah, now this mikanko promise will give us a summon from the hand on our opponent's turn, kind of just filling up the board. Because all these cards are equipped with equipped cards, they become indestructible and cannot die by battle. And since we have the yellow mikanko equipped, none of these cards can be targeted as well. Pretty hard. And I just realized right now I used 3 monsters, including a Link 2, to summon Nightmare Unicorn, which is obviously a bad play, but we're gonna discard this equipped spell targeting the Runic Fountain to shuffle it back. Wow, I can't believe I did that. So we're gonna make access code. There should be another body on the field right now, probably the Leviaire. We're gonna activate the effect of access code targeting the unicorn. And if I remember, yeah, I do remember we actually were short about 1,500 attack points per game in this instance because the Shizuku is on the field. We're gonna attack with the mikanko monsters because he takes all the damage that I would take because they are equipped with equipped spells. And yeah, so we actually short 1,500 damage. Gonna do some math real quick. We'll be right back. We did the math there. We only did 6,500 damage, so we are short 1,500 life points. Which, if I would have been more aware of what we were doing, I would not have linked away the Leviaire, and that would have been game. Pass it over to Jose, and sorry for the cut there. I actually got a FaceTime call from my daughter, but Jose did activate Engage, searching Ray, drawing into a reinforcement of the army, which searched him Rose, and now he's activating Hornet Drone to summon a token. And then before he can link it away, we actually activate the effect of Nini here to take control of the token in hopes to prevent him from being able to do stuff. But I was actually distracted on the phone call and I forgot that he actually activated Engage and searched Ray. He's going to trigger the effect of Rose to special summon herself, and we're going to chain Promise to summon the Fire mikanko and then equip it with the Fire Dance in our graveyard. Right? So resolving effect, now our Fire mikanko can search the last piece of Exodia, no, I'm sorry, the last piece of mikanko spell in our deck. We don't really need these cards anymore in our deck. We don't want to draw them either, so we're just taking them out so we can draw better. He's going to use these 2 monsters to link summon into, looks like, an Azalea. Yeah, and then he does have those enough spells in his graveyard so that the Azalea stays on the field. He's going to pop the access code talker, summon Kagari, and then activate the effect of Kagari to add Engage from deck to hand, which is fine. We don't really have any interaction here anymore. I'm gonna activate Engage to search, I believe, a copy of Afterburner. No, that's a Widow Anchor. No, yeah, he's definitely changing his mind here. And I believe he ends up getting an Afterburner, if I remember correctly, which I'm pretty sure. Yep, there he is. I mean, this was just the other day, not too long ago. Come on, Rudy. But that Afterburner will be able to target the token, like he's pointing out there, because our mikanko cards actually cannot be targeted at the moment. He's going to draw a card and laugh it off. I believe he drew another Engage off of Engage. You know how Striker players do it. He's going to fire this copy of Afterburner, targeting the token, popping the token, and then he's going to be able to pop a spell. He's going to pop the Water mikanko, which is a bit of a misplay in my opinion. Didn't tell him at the time, but if he would have actually popped the yellow mikanko spell, which is equipped to the yellow mikanko on field, the non-targeting ability actually goes away because he's no longer equipped with an equipped card. And he probably would have been able to break the board a little bit more, but that's neither here nor there. You gotta read your cards, right? That's it. But he actually fired off this second copy of Engage. Like I said, he did draw into it with Engage, like all the Sky Striker players used to do. And what are we searching here? I believe we searched a copy of Shark Cannon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Shark Cannon seems like a Yep, that is definitely a Sky Striker Shark Cannon there. And he actually gets to draw a card. Just taking a peek at the graveyard, we do have a lot of follow-up. I want to see what we got. And doing the old 1-card cut. And looks pretty happy with his draw, but then again, not so happy. So, what are we going to do here? Remember, he does not have a battle phase because he did activate those ring cards turn 1. So he can't actually attack over any of my cards at this time. Gonna make a Shizuku and activate a it's probably what he drew off of the engage. Activate the fountain here. Looking at the graveyard. Yeah, Jose, I got a bunch of follow-up in the graveyard. Looking like this game might be over for him. We're gonna put that back. Gonna set a card, and then end phase, activate the effect of Shizuku. Just checking to see if there's any legal targets here, because he does have Widow Anchor, Linkage, Engage, Hornet Drone in the graveyard. Sorry about that, my mic was calling actually. And I told him, yeah, dude, you totally have a target. You don't have multi-roll on the field, and that's exactly the card he's gonna be searching here. Multi-roll to his hand. And then he's gonna pass it to us so we can cut the deck, and then now it's gonna be our turn. We are going to draw for turn here. And what do we draw here? Drawing a Nessie. And just for fun, we're gonna activate this Nessie. It is game. All we gotta do is go to battle phase and then attack with the mikanko monsters. He takes all the damage anyways, and he's only at 1500 life. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, notification bells on. One more thing, guys, before we go, let me know down in the comment section below if you prefer these commentary type live duels, or if you guys prefer the original audio where you can hear me and Jose talking to each other about combo lines or whatever it is that we're talking about. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.